Good morning, and thank you for joining us for the Tuckahoe School District Memorial Day tribute to those brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. Monday, as you know, is the official holiday to commemorate those who lost their lives in service to our country. Today, we will pay tribute to those same men and women who so bravely put their lives on the line to protect our freedoms. The men in uniform in front of you are a living reminder of the dedication and commitment it takes to serve our country. Let's give them a round of applause. These men and women represent all those heroes who died fighting for our many freedoms that so many people around the world do not get to enjoy. Today, we will hear from the Memorial Day essay contest winners about the bravery, respect, gratitude, sacrifice, and honor that our military embodies every day. Traditionally, marches are played by high school concert bands to contribute to a patriotic feeling on Memorial Day. Today, our Tuckahoe High School concert band will perform Big Four March by Carl King. Ladies and gentlemen, to my right, thank you for joining us so the entire Tuckahoe School District and our students can say thank you for all that you have done personally for your service to our country and fellow Americans. I will now turn our program over to our school government president, Ike Wamumumu, who was just one of the many student volunteers that helped organize today's event. Ike?
Thank you, Dr. Goodman, and on behalf of all the students of Tuckahoe and the class of 2023, we welcome all of you. Welcome to today's ceremony, and thank you for attending. I'm honored to be speaking with you today on such an important occasion. We're here today to honor our service members and to remember the sacrifices they have made. We honor our heroes to remember their achievements, their courage, and their dedication, and to say thank you for their sacrifices. Teachers, Please invite your students to our library to view framed photos and stories Mr. Pinto generously lent to our school as part of the Memorial Day remembrances. Their stories include local heroes from Tuckahoe, Eastchester, and Bronxville who gave their lives in World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Thinking of these heroes who join us in this group today and those who are here in spirit, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to honor you today. Now please stand as Tuckahoe seniors, Michael Annunziata, Pilar Casaza, Justin DeFucci, Yuri Lee, Olivia Nealis, and Nicola Pion lead us in the national anthem.
Can you see our Lord very light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam. Through the bright and bright dawn, through the perilous dark, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and round its headland the bomb bursting in air came through to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you for beautifully singing our national anthem. And now, our kindergarten and first grade class will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Cuddle Cubs. Please be seated. We now welcome our senior school government president, Emma Goldberg.
Flags lowered to half-staff symbolize a nation in mourning. Every year on Memorial Day, you will see flags flown at half-staff from sunrise until noon, then raised briskly to the top of the staff until sunset, in honor of the nation's fallen war heroes. This morning, we lower our flag to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. The flag lowering ceremony will be accompanied by 11th grade trumpeter Henry Padal playing taps. Thank you. And now we'd like to honor the veterans who have risked their lives in battle to protect freedom for all of us. Tuckahoe High School would like to recognize Mariella Ferguson, a current employee in our school district who served as an Air Force Senior Airman Mobility Specialist. There are many other veterans who have served our country, and they are in our presence. We respectfully ask the following veterans to stand.
Lieutenant Vinto Pinto, U.S. Navy veteran, Vietnam, Tuckahoe class of 1958, teacher, coach, and guidance counselor. Captain Thomas Vinton, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam 2nd Infantry, active duty 1962 to 1965. Anthony Nuno, U.S. Army 1962-1964, rank Special 4, served in Germany during Vietnam War. Sergeant Bob Wynn, U.S. Marine Corps, the Commandment's Own Drum and Bugle Corps. Past District Deputy, granted Exalted Ruler of Elks, and retired Tuckahoe staff member. Al Bruno, Private First Class Army Korea. Anthony Lohr, Sergeant U.S. Air Force Vietnam, Tuckahoe class of 1968. Peter Serkion, Corporal, Marines USSS Forstall, Tuckahoe class of 1957. On behalf of the Tuckahoe community and the rest of this great nation, we salute your service to this country. We now like to invite Henry Padol to the podium to perform Danny Boy, a song about loss and reunion accompanied by our THS strings.
Some went to bed and found the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must sigh. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valleys hush and white with snow. If I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow, oh Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come, then all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I well may be. You'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear, though soft you tread above me, and all my dreams will warm and sweeter be. If you not fail to tell me that you love me, I'll simply sleep in peace until you come to me. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valleys hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you
We would like to ask Sarah Bryce to come to the podium to read a poem about her dad, Navy Lieutenant Commander Charles E. Bryce.
America, the home of the brave and the land of the free, kept this way through dedication, honor, and bravery. For years, our people have fought for the right to remember, our passionate fire never dying to embers. In times of crisis, it is important to remember why we bask in our country's beauty. Because of people like my father, Navy Lieutenant Commander Charles E. Bryce, who lost their lives in the line of duty. The beautiful sacrifice of our fallen heroes allow us to be who we please, able to rest in our country, safe, protected, and at ease, defending our land, our air, and our seas. To those we have lost on Memorial Day, we thank thee. Thank you.
On the behalf of the Tuckahoe community and the rest of this great nation, we thank Navy Lieutenant Commander Bryce for his service to the country.
And now, please welcome our 4th grade chorus who will perform God Bless America, led by Ms. Reedy. Thank you for that wonderful performance. And now, Mr. Colaswano will announce the student essays chosen for this year's memorial commemoration.
Thank you, Emma and Ike. All Tuckahoe students had an opportunity to participate in a writing contest about Memorial Day for this ceremony. Each school had a different essay topic. The entries had to demonstrate an organized understanding of the true meaning of Memorial Day. The essays were selected by our GO advisors. This year's chosen essays were written by Miles Berenson, 4th grade, Cristiano Castro, 8th grade, and Ella Bordwell, 12th grade. At this time, I would like to welcome Miles Berenson, our Cottle essay reader.
Hi, my name is Miles. My teachers are Miss Pappas, Miss Quadraro, and Miss Hatcher. Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a celebration of freedom. This day honors those who died fighting for our country. It's important to commemorate those who sacrificed their lives. Like many families, my family has suffered the tragedy of losing someone in battle. My great-great-uncle, Erwin Chandler, died storming the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. Unfortunately, he died on that infamous day at only 19 years old. I'm grateful for his sacrifice and the service of my relatives who served our country from the Revolutionary War to the Vietnam War. These veterans didn't just serve for me, but for the future generations as well.
Now I would like to welcome Cristiano Castro, our middle school essay reader.
Hi, my name is Cristiano Castro. Honoring Memorial Day may look different to many, but the face of honor to those brave looks exactly the same. Those who fought for us deserve us to fight for them by honoring their memory and celebrations. Across the United States, we see families barbecuing, beach opening, and pool parties going through Memorial Day weekend. It is a national holiday and schools and banks are even closed. Is Memorial Day an open invitation to backyard parties, or should we be inviting ourselves to the memorial or burial or fighting sites of the fallen soldiers? It is a time we must honor, and the day should call for us to sacrifice for change. Men and women both fought for us to have that day. These days, our freedom, and one day to sacrifice and get back to remember them who made the biggest sacrifice for all us and gave us freedom is a small sacrifice in comparison. I pay my respects by stopping for a moment of silence. To remember and do make a personal sign of peace to all the servicemen and women, I would like to take a trip to Arlington, Virginia, to the cemetery where my cousin is Captain Lieutenant of the United States Marine Corps. There she is in service and serving our country to be safe, and just as the men and women did in the wars, they fought for us to be free. This cemetery visit would be my way showing my respect and celebrating and honoring those for Memorial Day.
I would like to welcome our high school essay reader, Ella Boardwell.
Most of us here come from a different generation than the honored men and women before us today. In my lifetime, we have been subject to immense amounts of struggles and vulnerability. For instance, we stand in the aftermath of a worldwide pandemic, the constant political divisions that plague our media, and the heartlessness that continues to destroy Ukraine. These challenges were unexpected, to say the least, for these events were thought to be part of the past. We read about World War II in our history textbooks, but we never imagined watching bombs demolishing hundreds of homes and families in real time. We are the first generation to grow up with information right at our fingertips, so we thought life would be easier. Threats to this country had already happened, for we were supposed to be secure from the mistakes of the past. The ignorance of innocence blinded us from reality, and only just recently has the truth begun to be undeniable. Earlier this year, I applied to the United States Military Academy, hoping to be accepted into the class of 2027. If you do not know, the process is grueling. It involves countless interviews, congressional nominations, physical and academic assessments, medical examinations, multitudes of recommendations, and more. During the 8 months it took me to complete this long list of to-dos, I constantly complained, wondering why they needed all this just for an application. Ask any one of my high school teachers and they will tell you how I struggled with this task. However, by the end, I realized that what they were looking for was not just qualification, but undying love, dedication, and sacrifice for this country. West Point is an academy designed to raise leaders within the United States military, and the rigor it takes to become qualified as a candidate is a process many fail to pursue. The struggle is necessary because, as we have all learned in recent events, this world is not perfect, and we need only the best to help us defend what we adore. The division of generations fails to suppress the unity of hardship and the commonality of goals. In this community, we are collective, and we honor these heroes that sit behind me today, who fought many of the battles we read about in our classrooms. Even though I will not be attending the USMA this fall, what I have learned from the process has given me the utmost respect for these warriors, for they bridge our divide, protecting all of us despite our varying political affiliations, personal morals, and undying pasts. You stand for this country so the rest of us can flourish, an incomparable gift we will forever be thankful for. Conclusively, despite the varying challenges we have faced in our lives, our generations have come together because of true courage and sacrifice. For united we stand, divided we fall. Patrick Henry. Thank you for demonstrating the strength that is needed to overcome this world's cruelty.
And now, our middle school, high school, Roaring Tigers, and Vocal Cats will sing America of Thee I Sing.
Very own Tuckahoe Eastchester veterans are hosting a Memorial Day parade on Monday, May 29th, starting at 11 a.m. at the Eastchester Public Library. The parade will make its down Main Street in Tuckahoe to Depot Square. We hope to see many of you in attendance. I would now like to welcome Dr. Goodman to the podium for closing remarks.
As our ceremony comes to a close, I would like to say thank you to our wonderful Tuckahoe Music Department, Ms. Kim, Mrs. Reedy, Mr. Duchateau, Mr. Evans, and all our talented musicians. And to our talented ELA teachers and cuddle teachers and students for the beautifully written essays. They were great. We're so proud of you. Our Board of Ed members who support this day, and our terrific GO advisors, Ms. Iverson, Mrs. Pinto, and Ms. Lies. Most importantly, thank you to our honored guests. If you could please stand again so we can cheer you. On behalf of all the students and staff in the Tuckahoe School District, we are forever grateful for your service to our great country. We thank each and every one of you for being here today for this somber and important occasion. God bless Tuckahoe and God bless America. Thank you.